We have to talk about some of the biggest storylines in Philly, and one of them has to do with a Canadian. You know exactly where I am going.
Hmm.
Marco Arop.
Yep.
Listen, he is the first ever Canadian Grand Slam champion. Once again, he proved why he's one of the best to ever do it at
Yep.
800 meters. He snagged his third straight Grand Slam win over the two lap. He stopped the clock 1:43:38. Last week on the show, we showed you why the 1500-meter men, led by Josh Kerr, have been shaking in their boots, in their spike when it comes to our boy Marco. In the 15 in Philly, Marco unleashed a seismic run. His only wrong move, though, was that he went a little too early, which is how Josh Kerr managed to reel him in and win. But do not be sad. Don't even be mad because Marco's fourth place finish was a personal best and he won the slam title. Basically, take that, Kerr and Co. Aaron, I remember you were pumping Marco's tires ahead of Philly. Did you love it or did you love it?
I loved it. And see, you can call me Nostradamus. Like, I know I'm a homer. I know I was going for the Canadian hometown guy,
You called it.
but I saw the writing on the wall. And it's just because Marco is the type of guy where he understands the assignment and he gets better week by week. And if you have him four times going this 1500 meters, eventually he's going to figure it out. Just watch what he does in LA. I'm guarantee you that he's not done yet. Knowing Marco and his talent, like you said, he's one of the best 800-meter runners of all time. And it's only a matter of time until he gets it right in the 1500. Those guys should be shaking in their boots. And I love the Grand Slam format where we have two runs and you calculate based on points. It adds so much drama, so much intrigue. Who's going to finish where, who's going to win the overall title. And my boy pulled it out. He's always going to dominate that 800. I don't think these guys have what it takes to go with him
Nothing.
in there. So all he has to do is just close it out in the 1500 meters. And that's exactly what he did in Philly.
Oh, that time is coming. That time is coming.
So Sydney McLaughlin-Ravroni dropped to the short hurdles group this past weekend in Philly. And against a deeper, faster 100-meter hurdles field, the 400-meter hurdles world record holder finished fifth. Then, in her 100 flat pro debut, she dropped a respectable 11:21 seconds to take second behind two-time slam winner Akira Nugent. Perdita, I know we had questions about Sydney in this event, but finishing second in this group was a pretty good showing, no?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I have to apologize to Kira Nugent because last week I didn't even mention her name. And I knew that she was one of the threats and I didn't say it. I talked about Tia Jones. So, Akira, because in my head you're a friend of the show, I should have mentioned your name. I'll do better next time, okay? Because she put it down. But back to Sydney. Again, I knew that her 100 meters would be really good. It was the 100-meter hurdles that I was worried about, but that was a second best that she's ever run. I think a 12:7 or 12:7:1. So hats off to her. I mean, she's really doing what she needs to do. It is not. It showed the difference between 100-meter hurdle speed and 400-meter endurance and rhythm. That was a contrast I saw there. But I mean, that woman is doing her thing seriously. Okay, I feel like we've saved the best storyline for last. And all I need to say, Aaron Brown, is Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. And you know exactly what it is that I am talking about. First, she
Yes.
took down the Olympic champion Gabby Thomas in the 200, stopping the clock in 21:99. By the way, anything under 22 seconds is nice. That was a personal best and the third fastest of this year. And if you doubted that, maybe you're like, I don't believe it. It was fluky. I don't see how. But if you did, you silly goose, the next day she stepped out in the 100 and dropped an utterly disgusting, in the best way, 10.73 seconds. 10.73 seconds on everyone's dome. I know, she is the truth. And there's more. That 10.73, to put it in historical context, the 10th fastest time ever in history. AV, what say you to all of that?
She's cooking. She's cooking. Listen, her name is Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, but the first two initials, MJ, you're a special talent if you got that. You got Michael Johnson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. Now we got Melissa Jefferson Wooden. I'm not going to forget the Wooden. She
No.
is a married woman. But, my group is special and I see it every day in training. I knew she was capable of doing something special. I'll be honest, though, that 21:99 shocked me a little bit. And the way she ran it, she got out ahead of the field, like she cleared them and did not tie up at all. She has a tendency because she's kind of new in the 200 meters. She hasn't been running it as much to tie up a little bit at the end. Not today. So she went all the way through the line and, personal best, beat the Olympic champion, Gabby Thomas. And once she had that confidence, she's back in her neck of the woods in the 100. and she did what she did. And again, I thought, after seeing that 21.99, maybe a
Oof.
10.8 low,
Mm.
maybe 10.80 ish around her PR. 10.73. I was like, wow, that shocked me. And she's just gonna do crazy things. I'd love to talk to her on this show. We got to get her on sometime.